Hey guys, Aslan's rolling around in the green, but I wanted to show you guys. This is I've been behind on pokeweed foraging because of a lot of other responsibilities I have. That is very significant at this time, as far as including planting, not missing that window of opportunity. But check this out. This is surprisingly so gorgeous. You would never, ever, ever think that that was just what we in the South take for granted as just a common weedy pokeweed, right? This is a gorgeous plant, and I do plan on the ones I don't get to forage. I plan to let them grow, and there's several varieties here. So this is the first time I've ever seen a variegated pokeweed, and it is a thing, guys. It is beautiful and is going to have beautiful white flowers. These things grow as tall as small trees. They die back in the winter. The stalks can be used to start fires for a bonfire or just a little campfire to enjoy in the winter. But guess, look at this. And yes, I am going to let these grow. They're beautiful. Why wouldn't you? I mean, who can tell you what's a weed and what's not? So you can see the ones that are, the one behind it is their normal color, just a solid green. This one's variegated. And then this one does have some variegated leaves on it, but it must have been cross-pollinated because they come back every year. They have a huge taproot that stays in the ground, tolerates the cold, tolerates the drought. One of the most beautiful drought-resistant, cold-resistant flowering plants you can have. They're gorgeous. They're one of the most beautiful plants I believe that's around here. And as far as a native, look at the size of that stalk. Look at the size of that stalk. I'm going to put my finger next to it. Look at that. And guess what? If I was still foraging right now, if I was able to, I'd pinch this off. This part right here. But otherwise, the ones I miss, I'm going to let them grow because I love the way they look. My goats eat them in the fall, in the winter. It's one of the last things. It's not toxic to goats. And they look look, that's the normal one. It's so pretty. It's still so pretty. If you're not from the South and you're not used to people normalizing these plants as weeds, you would see this plant and say, you would be so fascinated with it. Oh, you mean it provides an enormous amount of nutrition if prepared correctly. You do have to boil it, but my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's like a little forest. Yeah, all this, I just planted I just threw out a bunch of quinoa that I dried out last year. The place that we stayed at, they weren't very, it's family, but they weren't very careful in the way they took down the things that we were drying. Aslan, don't get in the hole. Come on. Oh, no, Aslan, no. No, no, no. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Come on. I still have to wash you off. Look at those paws. Come on, let's go get some water. Come on. If you're thirsty, let's go get some water. Come on. Come on. Aslan, get out of there. No. Goodness grief. Come over here. Aslan, come over here. Come over here. Anyway, let me go because I'm going to have to wash her off. Anyway, thanks for joining me.